His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa sent a cable of congratulations to the chairman of the board of the trustees of the King Hamad Global Center for Peaceful Coexistence, Sheikh Abdullah bin Ahmed Al Khalifa, on the occasion of the adoption by the UN General Assembly of a draft resolution submitted by the Kingdom and initiated by the Center on the establishment of the International Day for Peaceful Coexistence, to be celebrated on the 28th of January each year. His Majesty the King expressed his great happiness and pride in the achievement, which reflects the international community's appreciation to Bahrain's leadership and spreading and promoting the values of tolerance and coexistence among different people, and confirms the Kingdom's high international status in humanitarian work, as well as its active role in formulating a noble civilization message to establish the principle of human fraternity. His Majesty also praised the efforts of Sheikh Abdullah bin Ahmed and all members of the King Hamad Global Center for Peaceful Coexistence in promoting the culture of tolerance and peaceful coexistence, stressing that Bahrain will remain a role model for tolerance and pluralism and home for humanitarian dialogue in line with its national constant and traditions derived from the tolerant values of Islam. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, the president of the current Arab Summit, returned to the Kingdom of Bahrain yesterday after heading Bahrain's delegation to the extraordinary session of the Arab League Council at the summit level Palestine Summit. His Majesty also presided over the summit hosted by Egypt in Cairo in response to an invitation from the Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. His Majesty the King departed Egypt yesterday and bade farewell to Cairo International Airport by the Egyptian Deputy Prime Minister for Human Development and Minister of Health and Population, Dr. Khalid Abdel Ghaffar, and the Ambassador of Bahrain to Egypt and Permanent Representative to the Arab League, Ms. Fawzia Zainal. His Majesty the King's speech at the Palestine Summit was comprehensive and expressed a common Arab vision aimed at achieving peace, security and development, and establishing a prosperous present and a bright future for future generations. His Majesty's speech drew a roadmap for joint Arab action to achieve a promising future for the Arab nations and clearly expressed the firm position on the Palestinian cause. More in this report.
وتأكيدا على ما جاء في قمة البحرين، فإننا على ثقة ويقين بأن التمسك بمسار السلام الدائم والشامل هو الإطار الضامن لينال الشعب الفلسطيني حقوقه التاريخية المشروعة في تغيير المصير وإقامة دولته الوطنية المستقلة استناداً لحل الدولتين، كما أكدت عليه المبادرة العربية للسلام وجميع القرارات الدولية التاريخية والخطط العربية اللاحقة، إلى جانب ما سيصدر عن هذا الاجتماع من قرارات تصب في مصلحة الشعب الفلسطيني. ونؤكد رفضنا لأي محاولات للتهجير والاستيطان.
His Majesty the King's speech during the Palestine Summit affirmed what was previously highlighted in the Bahrain Declaration at the conclusion of the 33rd Arab Summit on supporting the Palestinian cause, categorically rejecting any form of displacement of the Palestinian people and calling for the deployment of an international UN peacekeeping force in the Palestinian territories. Because the Palestinian cause was the top priority of the summit and due to the Palestinian people being denied their legitimate rights, His Majesty the King, the President of the current session of the Arab Summit, called in this regard to unify ranks, strengthen fraternal ties, protect Arab national security, adhere to the path of permanent and comprehensive peace as a real guarantee for the Palestinian people to achieve their legitimate historical rights to self-determination and establish their independent national state based on the two-state solution in accordance with the Arab Peace Initiative and international resolutions, and rejecting any attempts at displacement and settlement.
ونشيد في هذا السياق بمبادرة مصر الشقيقة المطروحة أمام القمة بشأن قطاع غزة، وندعو إلى دعم هذه الخطة التي تسهم في تقوية روابطنا الأخوية وحماية أمننا القومي وتعزيز قدرتنا الجماعية على مواجهة التحديات التي تتعرض لها مصالحنا المشتركة.
His Majesty the King has always stressed the need to uphold the values of tolerance, coexistence, dialogue and understanding among religions, cultures and civilizations, and to promote global peace and stability.
His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa yesterday visited the majlises of the advisor to His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, His Highness Sheikh Ali bin Khalifa Al Khalifa, the late Abdullah Ahmed Nas and Al Jalahma family. His Royal Highness affirmed that Bahrain's success across key projects is driven by collective efforts of Team Bahrain, supporting the kingdom's comprehensive development under the leadership of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa. His Royal Highness emphasized that the determination, perseverance and creativity of Bahrain national workforce continue to propel the kingdom towards a more advanced and prosperous future, noting their capability in driving various development projects. In celebration of the holy month of Ramadan, His Royal Highness exchanged congratulations with the heads of the majlises and attendees, underscoring the significance of Ramadan for Muslim and its reflection of Bahrain's deep-rooted values of coexistence and solidarity across the kingdom's diverse society. His Royal Highness highlighted Bahrain's long-standing tradition of cohesion and harmony, which has consolidated the nation's culture of tolerance, engagement, and social cohesion among all community members. For their part, Sheikh Ali bin Khalifa, the heads of the majlises and attendees, expressed their thanks for His Royal Highness's commitment to engaging with the Bahraini society and fostering social unity through Ramadan majlises. They wished Bahrain further progress and development under the leadership of His Majesty the King and the support of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister. His Royal Highness was accompanied by the Chairman of the Board of Trustees of Isa bin Salman Educational Charitable Trust and Chairman of the Board of Directors of Tamkeen, His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Minister of Finance and National Economy, Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa Al Khalifa, and a number of senior officials. In implementation of the order of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister to inaugurate and restore and rehabilitate 40 mosques belonging to the Sunni and Ja'far Awqaf directorates in all governance of all the kingdom. Chairman of the Sunni Waqf Council, Sheikh Dr. Rashid bin Muhammad bin Fatais Al-Hajri, inaugurated Muhammad bin Muhammad Ahmadi Mosque in East Head. On this occasion, Dr. Sheikh Al-Hajri stressed that places of worship in Bahrain receive great attention under the leadership of His Majesty the King, as they have a great impact in consolidating religious values and noble morals among all members of society, as well as their effective contribution in promoting good citizenship. Sheikh Dr. Al-Hajri praised the government plan to develop mosques by implementing projects for places of worship in order to meet the needs of citizens to perform religious rites in all governorates of the kingdom. The Bahrain Tourism and Exhibition Authority (BTEA) participated in the International Tourism Berlin Exhibition (ITB Berlin). ITB Berlin is considered one of the largest exhibitions specialized in the tourism and travel sector in the world, bringing together a group of decision makers and experts in the industry, as well as hospitality companies, tour operators, and investors from various countries. BTEA is participating in Bahrain's pavilion, which includes 14 national tourism and hospitality companies. The aim is to showcase Bahrain's diverse tourism offering and promote major events like the Formula One Gulf Air Bahrain Grand Prix. The participation also aims to strengthen cooperation with international tourism market and attract more visitors by highlighting Bahrain's modern infrastructure as a top destination for tourism and investment. The National Space Science Agency (NSSA), in collaboration with the UAE Mohammed bin Rashid Space Center, organized a virtual meeting with Emirati astronauts and with the participation of educational institutions from various universities, schools in the Kingdom of Bahrain. The meeting addressed a number of important topics, including the role of space investment in achieving economic development, the contribution of the space sector in supporting sustainable development goals, in addition to the development of satellite technologies and the importance of moving towards small and nano satellites. The Bahraini satellite Al-Mandar, which represents a significant step in the use of artificial intelligence techniques to analyze space data and image, was also discussed, as well as the space cooperation between Bahrain and the UAE and its impact on promoting innovation and sustainability in the region. NSSA CEO Dr. Muhammad Ibrahim noted that this meeting came in line with the directives of the National Security Advisor, Commander of the Royal Guard, Secretary General of the Supreme Defense Council, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, and was in conjunction with the NSSA's effort to launch the Bahraini satellite during this month. The Coast Guard Command continued inspection campaigns to apprehend violators and ensure that seagoers are not in possession of prohibited fishing means and tools, and that maritime crews adhere to maritime safety and security requirements. This inspection visit aims at securing movement and monitoring the compliance of maritime transportation with laws and safety requirements, providing the necessary support and guidance to seagoers, as well as enhancing rapid response operation to deal with any emergency to ensure the safety of all. The Coast Guard Command emphasized the intensification of the maritime campaigns during the holy month of Ramadan, which comes within its comprehensive strategy to maintain maritime security and provide a safe environment in regional waters, calling on all seagoers to adhere to safety measures. Dillman Poultry Company has taken strategic steps to ensure that the local market's needs are met, and it has a significant increase in production to meet the growing demand during the holy month of Ramadan. The company plans to increase local production capacity in Bahrain to achieve relative food security by doubling poultry production, ensuring high quality broiler chicken production, and launching diverse products, which aims to ensure the company's product meet the highest professional standards and contribute to the local market. The local poultry sector in Bahrain remains as the forefront of the sector that contribute to the sustainability of food security and relative to ensure the availability of high quality local products in all sales centers in all governments of Bahrain.